Get a weed in the grinder. Get this party started the way it should be. After G-Bay will be here along shortly. Y'all know how it is. You know how it is. Cheers, Jeffro. I see you there, brother. I hope you're doing well. What are you smoking on? I'm rolling up some Lilith here. Some Blackbird preservation shit. Good stuff. Good stuff. Cheers, Tankman Dan. How you doing, brother? Hope you're doing well. What are you smoking on? What's everybody smoking on today? Ooh, I like Catahoula. Cheers, Shenny. I hope you're well. Hope you're well. Donnie, how you doing, brother? Good to see you. Good to see you. Good to see everybody. My back's a little stiff today. I tweaked it ever so slightly at work. So tomorrow we there's work, but not actual work. I gotta go drive 2 hours, sit in a fucking convention hall meeting for all day long, listen to our safety lady who's never fucking worked a day in the bush in her life tell us how to do our fucking jobs, and just nothing interesting or intelligent is going to get said. I've been doing these AGMs where she does this like 8 hours once a year where you just got to sit there and listen to the safety lady just yap about stuff that doesn't actually happen in the bush and shit like that. And it's just like, always believe, G-Bay, you probably agree with this, that if it's your job to tell me how to do my job, you should at least know how to do my fucking job.
I'd hope so, or I'd be real fucking subtle about it.
Yeah. Yeah. So it's going to be one of those days tomorrow where, it's actually fucking painful as fuck. I'd much rather be at working than listen to her. It's like Charlie Brown's teacher, man. Just fucking wonk, wonk, wonk. Yeah. And then because you sit there 2 hours to get to Kamloops to do that. Then you sit in the meeting room for 8 hours. And then you got another fucking 2 hours to get home. And it's just like, holy shit. For an ADHD mind such as I have, that's too much fucking sitting. Like 12 hours are just ho-hum. Like, oh my God, it's too much.
Cheers, everybody in chat. Good to see you all. Couple memes in there. I can see everybody.
Oh, that sounds good. Infinity Craft. I hope that's the Infinity, the craft. I hope I don't fuck your shit up, dude. If it's even remotely questionable, the pronunciation, you can guarantee I will screw it up. It's nothing. It's not intentional. It's just I'm that idiot that does that. So how's your day, brother?
It was good, man. I was steady at work, doing some install. You guys don't need to know or care about it, but I had to run self-tapping screws all day, and you got to push on those a little bit.
You do.
So, kind of sucked a bit, but we got through it. Tankman Dan, what's up? But yeah, I'm doing a little plumbing right now, actually. I probably mentioned to you guys before, I have a laundry tub or like a utility sink down in my basement. But it's below the main drain line to the house. So I have to pump the water up to get it into the main line. Now, that pump shit the bed, leaking a little bit. The ball valves attached to that sink, the faucet, they're kind of letting a drip or two pass through every couple of minutes. Inevitably, it's making its way to the pump that's leaking. So it just sits there and drips at the bottom of that pump all day long. Filling the bucket, I'm not filling no more buckets.
Yeah.
So I ripped the pump off. I've got the water to the house shut off right now. Sorry, Mom. And I bought a cap to cap off the small drain line. The pump's getting the fuck out of here. Got some new brass fittings to put in. I got to solder all those in. And yeah. But at least I won't have a fucking leak anymore. I'd rather not have a sink and no leak than have a sink.
Yep. I hear that.
J5, Shenny. What's going on?
Oh, we got a great group going here today. Let's do a dab.
Do it. It was funny. I got the show kind of ready there, and then I was backstage. But I thought I was. I don't know. I don't know what I thought. And then I went to go fire up my chat. You were already on the show. I'm like, what's happening? Where am I?
Well, what actually was funny to me was it was like, fuck, man, almost an hour ago I was in here and I started the show to get it going and stuff like that, but I didn't hit the actual, like, I got the info dialed in, but I didn't actually hit the start live stream or whatever to have it so it goes up to the YouTube people and all that. And so I was just kind of doing my thing.
Hey, Victoria.
And then I was like, oh shit, it's like 10 minutes till showtime. I better fucking, get in there. And then I clicked back to the screen and I was just like, oh, I didn't start it yet. So I hit that and I was like, wait, I wonder if G-Bay fucking's already been in there. Because by now you've usually, if I haven't, you usually have. And so I kind of just hit the refresh button, and it showed me that I didn't have, or that you didn't have a live stream started up yet. I was like, okay, fuck, cool. I wasn't time. And I sat in the back room for that for a minute, and I was like, my spidey senses started tingling. So I opened up a whole new StreamYard window, and sure enough, again, there was two going on. So I was like, hey, let me get
it always happens.
Can you guys hear that? I'm assuming it's a leaf blower. Can you hear that in the background?
I got a tent with an exhaust fan going.
I don't hear shit. You guys, well, I hear my shit. I don't hear your shit. So if you can't hear my shit, we be good.
No, all's well. Been running around. Daughter's at volleyball, so that's nice.
Nice.
Yep. I'll have to dip like 5 or 10 before the hour to get her on time there.
Yeah.
Seedlings are doing good, man. I got a couple more males showing their faces. So let's get the trays out and we'll take a look and get those males the fuck out of here.
Sure. See, now here's the funny thing. You guys maybe can't hear that fucking leaf blower in the background. That's all I can hear. So I think what's going on is instead of hiring like a street sweeper kind of thing, I think they got somebody leaf blowing all the gravel that gets thrown out over the winter. And so you got some poor fuckers leaf blowing gravel and then having to scoop it up and deal with it. All that. What are we looking at?
Well, we've got the seedlings that started, I don't know, a month or so ago. And I was doing some poking around in there last night and I found a couple males. And I also found about 80% of them weren't showing any sex at all yet, but I did see a couple that have those. I call them spades. Right at the very start when a male shows, it almost looks like a spade that would be on a playing card.
Dude, it's funny. I've never heard that before. I've never thought of it before, but as soon as I hear you say it, it makes sense. I get exactly
the
what you're
first
saying.
initial male flower is a little stem with a little spade looking butt plug, maybe.
Yep, that could be. That could be.
Sorry, I'm off. But I know I seen some the other day, so I was just, oh yeah, right there. Let's see if we can get in there.
I can see that.
There's going to be a little dot right at the bottom of this intersection here. Get out of here, Leaf. There'll be a little dot right in the very, very bottom corner. I don't know if you guys can see it, but I can. It maybe not focused, but after you've been growing a long time, like right away, I can tell a male when it's starting. Yeah, that's guaranteed. The worst is, I guess you maybe have thrown out females before. Like this is pretty early, but. So I will leave that another week, maybe just to make sure, but fuck that. Usually the females will throw nice big hairs or pistols, we call them. If you want to be professional. See, this one ain't doing fuck all. And it's nice, too, to get like a certain light. Like you want to have, like I have a real bright light behind this computer, right? So as I'm turning the top of this plant, I'm looking through, and if there's a pistil forming or just sticking up a little bit, I'll see it. Nothing yet though. Yeah, nothing here either. Smells good though. I love it when they start to come to life. Ooh, that one's good. Sour D times grape hoolie. Please be female. That would be a good one. That sour D was good.
I love sour diesel, man.
Oh yeah, when you get a nice raunchy one.
Yeah. Cheers, Ty. Cheers, Dr. LeBay. Supreme grape.
Yeah, I've seen a couple people with like Dr. Lee was one of them that had just the solo cups for days.
Bad. Yeah.
Some of these, cheers, Todd. Some of these guys that do facility style stuff or a little bit larger scale stuff, it's pretty neat seeing them. Okay, so there you go. Where are we there? That's a female.
Yeah.
Nice, big, long, dirty old pistol. This is I've taught, which is nice. I topped this one too, so maybe that had some sort of influence on it. Sexing itself as prominent as it is right now. But that's a nice little plant already. This will be probably my star actress of the summer. This one here. Ghost Beach times Grape Hoolie Chunky Fino. Yeah. Looking healthy. So we got one suspected male, one confirmed female, and 3, 4, or 5 unknowns right now, but that's just one tray out of the 2. I just like doing it early and getting, if I don't need to give you nutrients and light, then get out of here. And that one's not doing fuck all right. Grab the other tray here quick.
I didn't realize I was muted there and then start talking. It's like, oh, nobody can hear me. Cheers, great to see you.
Hillbilly, what's up? Nice, Hillbilly. I love that. Little tiny ones. Yeah, these are the, what is this? Ghost Beach times Green Poolie Fluffy Fino. Some of these were, the mother was autoflower, right? So it's, some of these will probably show sex a little bit early. You'd think, maybe. Ooh, stinky. But they're pretty. These ones are pretty small again. Oh, and I don't know. I haven't shown you guys yet, but I got a tree from a friend. A friend of mine down the road was like, hey, you want a tree? And I'm like, sure, what is it? He's like, I don't know. I'm like, okay, drop it off. So I got this tree. I looked it up. It is I keep trying to say Colombian cherry, but it's not. It's Brazilian cherry tree. It's got another name for it, but people use them as houseplants, and they do bear fruit, like a cherry type fruit that tastes like cherry / plum kind of flavor, they say. So that's cool. Let's see if we can't get that sucker blooming. Oh, there's a dude. See your balls, dude. We'll be able to get this.
Cheers, Del Man.
Get that leaf right out of there. I hate how it doesn't focus, but right at the bottom of those little leaf groupings, you see those little, that's what I call the spades. They're like the little nut. The balls. And then you just go like this.
Yep. I like it.
Done. See ya.
Cheers,
More
Mr.
room on the
Debbie Hayes, Galaxy Solutions. Fluff, great to see you, brother.
Silent Truth, what's up? Yeah, it's nice. I've been getting some texts. Some people have been smoking the BAM here locally, and they're loving it. I've been sending Fluff some fucking ego boost texts there.
That's good. He likes that.
Yeah, it's pretty funny. What is this stuff? It's great.
I think he's the right person to send that kind of shit to, anyways. Because honestly, his head couldn't get any fatter, anyways. So, just fucking with you, brother. I love you.
A little shinier.
Just because I know he's listening.
Yeah, see, there's another.
Cheers, local grow guy.
I don't know if you can see. I'm not holding it the best either, I'm sure. Right at the bottom of those little groupings, there's little nuts. The start of a male flower. Cariboo.
Cheers, banana farmer.
Right, so made a little more room. I wish I had the know-how in my future right now to put some time aside to make some more seed, but nope. Male's got to go.
What up, Kingfisher?
Cheers, King, buddy. Oh, another one. Holy shit. Dude's representing tonight.
It's just like wall to wall balls.
Yeah, man.
Bitch.
Fucking.
Bukkake everywhere.
Yeah. Here we go. I got some pots back for some other summer starts. Picked up a couple strawberries today, which was nice.
I just want to throw this out there for anybody that is actually unaware of this. So Fluff has a YouTube channel where he posts up his videos of him turning all sorts of cool shit. Like I've got a handle here. Oh, it's right here somewhere, but I've lost it. For that he did up for the vape, the ball vape. And like shit like that. He does all kinds of bowls and stuff like that. Really cool stuff. And if you haven't already, head over there and subscribe. Turn it and learn it. It's great stuff. I find lathe work is one of those things where it's like satisfying to watch, just like everything come off, and you know, it's good stuff. Cheers, Magpie, Canadian bud, brother. Hell yeah. Oh, Fluff, do you take special orders here? That's how hard is that for you to do a dildo? That would be just because like Ashley, she was doing the crochet or the knitting, the either the or of those of the cock and balls is maybe we could get you fucking turning wood dildos, turn into a pipes, people smoke out of the tip of that thing. Oh, that could be fun. I don't know what to say now. So let's do this. Let's do this. All right, well, you see that? Depending on the girth and width that you're looking for, you can turn you out a dilly in about an hour or so. Again, there you go. So hit up Fluff in the DMs if you want like wooden dildos and shit like that. Because I just think that would be funny as hell. What's going on, Art? Great to see you, brother.
Sorry, Jimmy's. Well, it's not very hot anymore, but oh well. Good nonetheless.
Oh, with a waterproof finish. Wow. We're building dildos over here, GB.
Oh, fucking
waterproof ones. Okay.
All right. Good. Take it camping with me.
You could use it as a fish bonker. Still smells the same no matter what.
Is that what you're calling it now? Fish bonking?
Yeah, we can do with that. Either way, it smells like trout.
Murphy. All right. Well, there's that. Got to make it.
That's a hard time getting. Exactly, Tom.
Chat's just eating it up anyways, so we got the right crowd anyway.
Yeah. My back is just driving me nuts here. Having a hard time getting comfortable here. Like it's one of those. I'll probably just do a whole lot of laying down once we're done here. Go get the missus from work and lay on the bed.
Oh yeah. But I'm sure you already said this, but what are you smoking on, Cariboo?
I got Lilith going on from Blackbird Preservations.
Nice.
And I hate to say it, but we're getting a little bit low on it. But it's at the point, though, where our next harvest just has happened and it should be ready to be smokable definitely by the end of the weekend. So I think we can actually, because Ashley really likes the Lilith. So it sucks when our harvests are staggered out that we actually kind of run out of one thing just as the next one's ready to smoke. It's nice to build up a bit of a stockpile. So if possible, I'd like to have a bit of a stockpile of the Lilith for her. The funny shit is I sent the other part of half the pack to Fluff of the seeds that we popped. And almost as soon as that happened, she decides that she needs more. And so he's going to send them back, which is really cool. And I've said this before, like, so I popped 10 seeds out of that pack and I got 9 males. 1 female, only 1 female to work with. That's the one we had around here for a bit now. And so I feel like the mathematics on the females on the other half of that pack of seeds or whatever should be pretty damn good.
I had to go back up the chat to enjoy this fully. You guys are hilarious.
Shit, dude. Fluff, that's a fucking hilarious.
Too much. It's awesome.
All right, check this out. So I get this message from him. We're knowing his number's not on there, so I don't feel bad about showing it. But basically saying this was going to make it into the box that I'm sending you. This is why I fucking love this group of people in here, because just stupid shit like, you know, like Ashley kind of started it with the crocheted dicks and cock and balls and stuff like that. And that went around. There's a bunch of people like, oh, gee, you got one too.
I got one kicking around here somewhere.
Yeah. And then just without ever it even really coming back up in conversation again, Fluff's just like, here's a wooden dick, buddy. Fucking, I love you, brother. You know, like I don't know what to do with it, but, you know, cheers, Clay.
No, we don't, local. No, we do not.
And we'll do that. I'll just be like, here, this is yours now, hon.
So I'm starting to realize that my diet is shite. Like, I literally live on coffee and donuts and shit. And I always had a really, really super high sugar content. That's why my teeth are so bad. And I'm sure it's doing something to me internally. So I want to turn around my diet a little bit. But I also want to make sure that I'm getting all that I need in a day. You know what I mean? Because I've never, up until yesterday, I honestly never fucking thought of it. But I'm just like, I'm getting a little older. Starting to notice I'm getting a little skinnier and shit. I'm just not, you know.
The biggest advice I can give to you for that situation is morning smoothie, dude.
Oh, yeah.
It might take you a hot minute to, like, kind of get into it. But I want to say about 5 years ago, I got into doing it. And I've actually kind of stepped away from it. But when you say, for my example, if I do a morning smoothie, I'll usually put like 2 bananas, an avocado, some frozen fruit, and like yogurt, and maybe like hemp hearts or something like that in there. And there might be 1 or 2 extra things I can't think off the top of my head. That's typically what I'll put in there. And that's like usually at least a half a blender right there. And I'll drink that. So now I've got my fruit and veggie content for the day. So especially it comes in handy when I'm working on the road, living in a hotel room where you don't have much to cook with or anything like that. Then I can easily just do up something like, say, some bacon wrapped chicken breasts, for example. Throw those in the oven, and then you just got pure protein. And you already got the fruit and veggies. You got good sugars in there. Not so much processed stuff. Don't get me wrong. I eat a lot of garbage food myself. I go through phases, I find, where for like a week straight I'll eat nothing good, and then I'll feel it after a while. Like, oh yeah, I got to get back into some better stuff. Cheers, laid back dad. Hope you're doing well. So,
where I was going with that though is I went to the pharmacy area and went to get a bunch of supplements and stuff like that, like vitamins and shit like that. Good thing about it is my friend, I don't know what degree or where from or what the deal is, but she's very well versed in this kind of stuff. What not to take at the same time as this, or like how many hours to leave between certain things. And it was kind of neat because we got into a conversation about like molecular bonding, like kind of like when silica, like you can only mix it at certain times or it'll fall out of suspension, right? It's kind of like the same thing. If you take certain minerals or whatever too close together, they can cancel each other out or like bond, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It was kind of neat. So we got into like just teaching her a bit about, feeding plants as it is similarities as feeding the body, right? It was kind of neat. But
that's cool. When you think about it, there's a lot of similarities. Like, obviously, we're way different than plants, but there is a lot of similarities. We got their vascular systems, veins in arteries. I'm like, what's the word? Oh my god, I can't even remember. Whereas they got xylem and phloem, which is the exact same thing. It's interesting. You got look at like mushrooms and stuff like that. Are they a plant or are they an animal? They look like a plant, but the way they act and grow and feed and stuff is more animalistic than it is plants. So it's trippy shit. We get really spaced out.
Yeah. So if anyone has any, I'm not looking for I'm just like my gardening. I'm looking for all natural shit. I don't want no synthetic stuff, but as a mid-40 dude, with high stress, high anxiety, lots of pressure, I'm feeling it, man. So if anyone has any routines, remedies, ideas that I can start to implement in my life, hit me up, man, because I need some help. Just figuring out what to do to occupy my time, but also, grow muscle, grow my mind, do all the good things in life, right? I'm kind of in a rut, and I just can't really figure out exactly what direction to go. I'm ready to start going in that whatever direction it is, right?
Yeah.
But it's, I don't know, maybe some books to read or some sort of different, I don't know.
One of the reasons I took we all got our different issues for separate reasons, but I took up skateboarding because I'm starting to feel stir crazy and antsy. Like I need to find an easy something I could just go outside and fuck around for 10 minutes if I want to, or spend all day doing it if I care enough to, it's one of those kind of things. Is winter, we're getting out of winter into spring now. And I'm very open about the fact, come winter, I don't fucking go outside. I got to be out there working in that shit. So fuck that. I spend all my free time where I'm warm, dry, and happy. But now I'm just I want to be out doing shit. Nice weather, get out there. It's kind of, I used to skateboard a bit about 25 years ago. And I was never very good, but I wasn't horrible either, right? I could do ollies and shit like that. I just wasn't one of the better skaters in the area kind of thing. And I thought I'd be able to kind of just jump on and there'd be a bit of a relearning curve. But what I didn't realize is it's like fully learning all over again. And so there's I was looking for a physical activity that I could do, but I find there's just as much, if not more, mental to it than there is physical, because it's not at all like riding a bike, or at least not for me. It doesn't feel the same. I got an ankle that is bad now, or it wasn't so bad a few years ago. So trying to learn to ride switch stance, which I never cared enough to try, all those years ago, and all this stuff, man. It's fun. I like the challenge of it. I don't have to be serious about it, right? It's just I go out there for shits and giggles. Half the time, if I'm fucking around on my board, I got a joint in my hand. I'm smoking it and just, I fucking fall off the thing and my ass hurts now, and it's just like, oh, there's my wrist. I just laugh and giggle. You know how it is.
I had a skateboard for a bit, but like I never was really into it. I rollerbladed too for a bit, but never really fully got into it. I was just doing it because I was young enough to be, at that stage of your life where you get home from school, you do your shit, and then you're going out for 4 or 5 hours. Right? Yeah. Those years, it was just basically modes of transportation, really, because we didn't have.
The only reason I learned to skateboard was self-defense.
Oh,
yeah, I used to get jumped quite frequently. Scrawny little white boy walking through the hood downtown Prince George.
Yeah,
It was bad. There was times where it happened multiple days in a row. It was always at least 3 or 4 guys. Fucking, because if it was just 1 or 2, I could stand my ground and fucking, if I not fully win outright, at least do enough to run them off. And then one day a buddy of mine was just like, here, fucking start fucking. And next time you get a group of them come at you, you truck them right upside the fucking head with everything you got. And I was like, okay. Hey, so now I got a skateboard, and people started fucking with me an awful lot less. I only ever had to hit 2 people. But then it got to the point where it's like, well, are you just gonna carry a fucking skateboard around and be a poser? No, you're gonna learn to ride it, right? But like when I've always looked at people like skateboarders as I look up to people that do extreme sports like that, because shit like broken ankles is just a part of the game, and broken arms and all that. You look at dirt bikers trying to do backflips and stuff like that back in the day, and I'm not willing to subject myself to that. I don't like that stuff so much. Fuck.
Yeah, I'm kind of confused because I thought Galaxy was younger than me.
So I did not see him.
Possibly. But if you were skateboarding in the 60s, okay. This changes everything.
Cool, man.
You're my dad's.
It's funny because since I took up skateboarding again, I've started watching YouTube videos and shit like that, and just started learning about kind of more about the history of skateboarding a little more than I knew. And yeah, I didn't realize that they used to be like clay wheels back in the day. They started off as like metal wheels people would take off roller skates, and they weren't very good and pretty dangerous. And then they started making.
Western Maine, man. Hey, man, welcome. Haven't seen that name before, but yeah, that's cool. Strength training, even 15 minutes, 3 days. Changing. Yeah, I wouldn't mind that too. Like I get motivated easy when I see results and stuff. Like once I start working on something and I see it start to actually happen, I kind of go full tilt. So it's like I kind of want to be like 50 and fucking ripped. That'd be kind of a neat thing to aspire to. Did Brad freeze on us? I think we lost Cariboo. Oh. Yeah, there he is. But yeah, like we'll see. I got to change something, anyways. I can't just be rolling along at the pace I'm going right now. Like for instance, my snack right here, right now. What we got there? A couple little powdered donuts. You know what I mean? With my double. Not so healthy for me. So I got to get that fixed up. I do grow the garden in the summer, where I eat a lot of berries and a lot of vegetables from there. Usually a lot of green beans from there. So yeah, he was frozen pretty funny. He had his fist up or something. Get off my lawn. That is just choices. Yes, I know. I gotta smarten up. I gotta get on the righteous path. I don't know. It's kind of hard to do because I'm in such a routine. Like I wake up, I make my coffee. But the Cariboo was talking about the smoothie thing. I do. I got a nice little bullet style smoothie maker. I'm always buying the frozen chunked up fruits. So getting that done. And then yeah, like I said, I got a whole bunch of stuff the other day, man. I got some zinc. That's why we got to like talking about the plants, because I got CalMag for myself. Yeah, there's just some the multivitamins and a bunch of shit. Good stuff for me. Yeah, that's right, Kingfisher. I I do. I drink the girly fucking coffees, all boosted up with some flavors. Yeah, but we should all think about that as we get a little older, because 50 is my next milestone. I'm going to be 44 in May, so I got 5 or 6 years left to get ready for that, which is it's a long time. If I make all the right choices, I could be just like Ice and I there, over 50 and ripped. That's the plan, kind of. I can't get fat. Shape. I'm not going to let that
now.
Because I've got close a couple times where I let her slip for a year or two, and it was like, I see myself standing sideways, and it's like there's this gigantic. It was a beer belly, though, honestly, because I was drinking so much back in the day. I literally had a little beach ball beer belly on me.
I think we're about to have a power outage. It's been windy today, and the power flickered, and I think long enough to shut the modem off. And because the lights just kind of went off for a second, I think the modem's reset. Because
that's good.
Right now, I'm hotspotting off my phone.
Magnesium glycinate if you have stress and don't sleep good. Are you spying on me, Western Maine? Stress and don't sleep good. Ding, 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 ding. Winner. I'll have to check that out. Magnesium glycinate. This CalMag stuff here is just magnesium oxide. So it's not the same. But I got to do a little more research, because you can't just be fucking buying a bunch of shit off the shelf and jamming it into your guts. That'll fuck you up, I'm sure. Yoga pant body rocking? Hell yeah, man. Is that a thing for the chicks dig dudes in the fucking yoga pants? Or I think it's just the other way around.
They throw like fucking 4 or 5 pairs of socks in there, so it's going like all the way down to your knee. Yeah, chicks just throwing
yeah, put the cucumber in there. But yeah, not like a New Year's resolution, but just like it's kind of a little bit of direction, because right now I'm like literally just coming home from work and kind of sitting in this computer chair, kind of just staring at the fucking wall a little bit, really, honestly. I'm keeping my stuff together. I'm getting, I'm maintaining, right? But I think I got the SADS this winter, the seasonal affective disorder. Like, I just was at one point, man, like I was fucking down. So I was just like, and then when the sunshine days come, you can feel it just like lift your spirits. So yeah. I don't know if it's just me being a little bitch, or, literally starting to feel the effects of some shit going on. And, I'm dealing with it well, but I know I could deal with it a hell of a lot better if I wasn't jamming sugar into my body like it didn't mean something. So I really got to deal with that. I also got to do with it.
Sounds like you need motorcycle season.
No, fuck yeah. Some throttle therapy, bro, would be so good. I've been out on them this year a little bit, just to get them going and make sure, do the little preseason run on them and everything. But it's still not enough. It's like, I need a day going through the twisties. Yeah. I keep saying to the crowd here, and I, haven't really had too many responses, but I want to do some tours this summer on the bikes, man. So if you're, anywhere remotely close to where I'm at in Ontario, that's including New York and Michigan, and some others, whatever other fucking states are right next door to all that shit. I can be there in half a day down in those states. So, I want to get out and meet some of you guys and, go see some of the people I've already met before. Go to some events down south, which would be northern states, but south for me. Like Big Word, I can be at Big Word's house in half a day. Somewhere. He lives somewhere in New York. Finger Lakes.
Dude.
That's a beautiful area too, man. I might look at some camping or something in that area. It reminded me of home big time. There's a lot of marinas and nice lakes and some bigger hills and stuff, and valleys and stuff. It's really nice. Go on a profit hunt. Go fucking hunt him down.
It'd be like, where in the world is Carmen San Diego? Fucking trying to track that.
Oh shit. I don't know about that. I don't know how far east. I don't know how long it would take me to get that far east. Like he's right on the coast, is he not? He's New Jersey or something. New England.
So I wish more people lived. Like Joel Scott's only like just over 2 hours away from me, which is not bad. And I go through somewhat frequent, so it's easy to bump into him. But after that, I basically got Colton, who's like fucking 10, 11 hours away. So it's out there is big. Like you go anywhere. When I was living up in northern Alberta, if I wanted to go anywhere, it was like a 3-4 hour trip. Yeah, it's like minimum. Well, dude, but that's basically anything I do is a fucking 4 hour plus drive, right? So about 4 to 6, say. So if there's like booth crew members fucking within that means you're probably, the way BC is set up, if you're living 4 to 5 hours away from you, odds are you're living in one of the cities that I'm going to anyways. That would be fucking awesome. Fuck, anyone wants to go see Machine Head within Flames, Lacuna Coil, and Unearthed next month in Kelowna, hit me the fuck up because I think I'll be there.
Yeah.
God, we'll be there. Cheers, Big Word. I don't think I said hi to you yet. She grows the dank. Good to see you.
She grows the dank. What's up?
Seanie, great to see you.
Yo. Tomorrow's Friday. Oh.
Yeah.
Brakes came in for the rear end of the car too. That's awesome. I already got the fronts done, but now I'm waiting to do the rears. It sucked, man. I probably said this, but I popped the tires off, ready to do them last week, and popped the new caliper out of the box. Doesn't have any of the emergency brake assembly that's on the caliper that I'm about to remove.
Damn.
Looked it up. I guess there's a first gen, second gen. You know, cars come in generations where they remodel and all that shit.
Yep.
Well, there's 1 year that has, I guess they have both the models, maybe, or something. For some weird reason, the 2014 year is the ending year of the one run and the starting year of the other. Guess which one I ordered? Not the one I have. So,
of course.
Because luckily the company is was it Auto Shack or whatever. So like it's one of the bigger online ones. Super easy return thing, man. You print off a label, stick it on a box, put your parts in there, send them back.
That's cool, at least.
Yeah, money back on your card. Which was awesome. I thought I was going to be holding on to a set of calipers that served me no purpose.
Yeah, that would have been.
And I'm not much of a mechanic, so this is like not the funnest thing to do, you know, doing actual stuff to vehicles. Because I have no fucking clue what I'm doing. I'm just mechanically inclined, so like I'll understand it, I guess, when I'm done. But usually going into shit, I'm like, YouTube. Some other redneck's done this before and recorded it. Let me see him fuck everything up first, so I know what not to break.
Dude, I enjoy YouTube for how good it is for learning stuff, man. It's
hell yeah, old man.
I was late, a little late, still am late to the party for learning stuff on YouTube because it's usually not the first thing I look for is on there, but it's once somebody showed me that, yeah, man, like you can find anything on there. Because like for the longest time, I thought YouTube is basically only good for music videos and shit like that. Like, because I just didn't spend any time on YouTube. And then, like, a lot of people, once the fucking COVID bullshit started happening and you're fucking sitting around, That's like, okay, you start spending more time on YouTube, you find more stuff, and you're just like, holy shit. Now I spend more time on YouTube than all other streaming services combined. And like by a big margin. Cheers, Jeff. Hope you're doing well.
Hey, buddy.
Oh, yeah, that dude's been sending me pictures of the freaking garden lately. Fucking beauty. Jumanji going on. Rose.
Yeah, we got a canoe trip booked coming up in May here, and I'm stoked for that.
Yeah.
May long weekend, we're doing that. Yeah, Western Maine. You always find like I always have like 20-year-old vehicles, right? All my motorcycles, snowmobiles, usually my cars and stuff like that are usually a lot older. So with the YouTube thing, you'll find it was just like growing channels too. You'll find somebody who has your style and same, you vibe with what they're doing, right? But they're working on the car you own or whatever. So it's nice because you're not only getting the education from them, but you're receiving it a lot easier because they're funny or you like their comedy stuff. Because a lot of YouTube stuff would never make it on TV. Yeah. So low grade fucking shit, you know what I mean? So it's like
man, when I like the fact that it can be that though.
That's what makes it good.
That's all it takes is as long as you've got something interesting to talk about or show, then you can draw an audience. Because one of the reasons why I spend so much time on YouTube is because I'm not fucking interested in Netflix. I'm sorry. Like we got Netflix for, I think it was the Jake Paul, Mike Tyson fight. We were just for the month, right? Because we got rid of it quite a while ago. And there's something else that happened, I think, within 2 weeks of those two things. But that was within our month trial subscription, right? Free month. And within 2 weeks, I had already seen and done everything that was even remotely interesting on Netflix. Oh, Ancient Apocalypse season 2. That's what it was. And I watched like everything. And then I was like, oh my God, Netflix is like, we're going to pay for this? Fuck no. Whereas like YouTube, yeah, I pay for the premium because fuck commercials and shit like that. Like I said, I spend a lot of time on here, but I could search up anything I want. Like I was just saying, I took up skateboarding as a hobby to kind of help free up my mind, to give me a little bit of physical exercise in my free time. And man, there's like, what kind of skateboard videos do you want? Do you want to learn how to put a deck together? Do you want to see sweet tricks? Do you want people doing tutorials on how to do said sweet tricks? And then the next thing, okay, well, maybe I'm sick of skateboard videos now tonight. I just want like a nice documentary on the history of I don't know, like, the ancient Roman civilizations and stuff like that. Okay, now I got a 3-hour documentary I can fall asleep to or some shit like that, right? It's just I'm
a big time documentary watcher, what I've been watching lately is honestly motorcycle restorations. They'll pull something from behind a shed.
There's nothing wrong with
right up my alley, man. I'm like, oh, look at check this out, and then like 2 seconds later, they're digging. We got to make sure to check this. I'm like, fuck, I told you. My gig, and that's where I learned the little tricks like that have come in so handy. Where we were dicking around with someone's machine or something, and I'm like, here, try this.
What I like about it. 2 different people looking for 2 completely different things. And I'm looking at how many people. We got 50 people in live chat right now. I bet you all 50 of us all search out 50 completely different things and spend all day watching whatever our subject is that we searched up, right? And it's just like, I like it. Now, there's a lot of shit I don't like about YouTube too. Don't get me wrong. But I just... like anyone can do it. Anyone can do it. It's now, and it's all that really depends on how much effort do you want to put into blowing up your channel.
You know it. But I'm gonna have to dip quick. I gotta run and pick my daughter up for volleyball, and then continue on with this plumbing adventure that I don't know.
All right. Well, good luck with the plumbing, dude. I hope all that goes well. I know how it is to have the water shut off to the house. I've been through similar situations, so it sucks.
I'm sure the family's not too pleased that I did it and then just took an hour break. So We'll see.
Where the fuck is he?
You done
All
yet?
right,
No,
man.
I'm actually just hanging on YouTube, smoking weed with my friends.
Yeah, I'm smoking weed with my friends on the internet.
Yeah, man. Okay, I love all y'all. I'll catch y'all again
All right,
Sunday
brother.
morning.
You have a great night, man.
Yeah. Take care. Peace.
10 minutes left. I can do this. Oh, big screen. Oh, shit. I was just going to. Okay, well. I'm going to heat up this fucking burger right now. And I got to reload a Daft Frog because when my power outage is on me, the lights just flickered again. So I'm actually streaming off my phone hotspot, which means I'm just burning through the fucking data right now. But that's okay. I've got a pretty good data plan, and hopefully I'm not going to go through it. Which reminds me, I should probably catch up on that phone bill. Well, I caught up already, but maybe not. Yeah. Oh, lights are flickering. So, I see we got 2 cents hanging out in the live. And I'm not going to tell him to go fuck himself. But only because he was playing nice and telling y'all to hit the like and subscribe buttons for us, which I greatly appreciate that. So, I'm still not going to say anything nice about him. I'm just not going to tell him to go fuck himself. Cheers, 2 cents. Thanks, brother. I hope you're doing well. Yeah, lobster weed nerd. Hope everyone's doing great. So I had a cool week. Well, it wasn't even weekend. Feels like weekend. Today was basically my second Monday of the week, going back to work after 2 days off. I went and saw a concert again. Surprise. That is what I do. It's what I love. Bachman Turner Overdrive, April Wine, and the Headpins. Fucking wow. Now anybody that is close to me knows me well, knows I am a fucking huge Randy Bachman fan. Like, Zach Wilde is my favorite. Randy Bachman, if he's not two, he's definitely probably my third favorite guitarist. I just fucking love that guy. What he's done for Canadian music, period, yeah, right, is just fucking huge. It doesn't matter the Guess Who, that song American Woman, his band Brave Belt, which he did after that, or Bachman Turner Overdrive. You ain't seen nothing yet, taking care of business, all that shit. Huge fan of his, and I saw him about 7 years ago in Prince George, my hometown. And honestly, that was like a religious experience because I didn't know what to expect. And he comes out and he does like all the bunch of the Guess Who songs he did and BTO and, a bunch of covers and shit like that. And just like, holy shit, mind blown. So now that they're doing BTO touring, I'm like, holy fuck, obviously I've got to go see that. And it was a great time. We rolled 10 deep on that one. There's like myself, Ashley, her parents, her dad, her uncle, and her, I guess would be like her auntie, but she's a new girlfriend to the uncle, so we won't quite go as far as auntie yet. And then we had my parents, my daughter, and actually my stepdaughter, Abigail's sister, my stepdaughter from my previous failed marriage, was awesome enough to come with us too. And so 10 people, 3 generations deep, hella cool, right? I went with nosebleed tickets because, well, that's what was affordable at the time, and we're on the side, pretty way up with our back to the wall, but not all that far down, really too far from the stage. You can see really well from where we're at, and Headpins come on, and they got one song. They got that "Don't It Make You Feel Like Dancing." That's their one song, but they played 7, and they were okay. I've seen them before. They weren't bad. They're not bad. They're a good opening band, to be honest. But just nothing special. April Wine comes out, and they do the video thing where it's the Trailer Park Boys, Ricky and Bubbles, bringing them out and doing the intro. And that was super cool. And as it's going on, I'm like, oh, fuck. My first thought is G-Bay because he's the biggest Trailer Park Boys fan I know. Go scrambling for my phone in my pocket. Oh, I've got to record this so G-Bay can see it, kind of shit. Did that. Play What a Night. Could Have Been a Lady. Fucking all the great shit that they do. They're fucking awesome. Fucking an excellent warm-up band. The whole time I'm way the fuck up in the nosebleeds. I'm looking at the security on the floor because I want to be down there, Not Fragile is my favorite too, Tom. Absolutely. And so I'm looking, and security guards, the guy right down from us, he's checking people's for tickets and stuff like that to make sure they're allowed to be there. There's a guy just off in the corner right behind a security guard down there. I've been watching him all fucking night, and he's not hardly been checking anyone. So I've been watching him about maybe 10 minutes before BTO takes the stage. I look at my old lady and my mom. I got my mom here, my girlfriend here, and my daughter, 2 daughters on the other side of Ashley. And I got to be down there. I got to do this. You guys know what Randy is to me. Like, he's fucking huge. I got to at least try to get down there. If they said turn me around, fuck it. It is what it is. No big deal. And I get up. We're going to get down there. And sure enough, I walked right onto the fucking floor. Like, holy fuck, that was cool. That was easy. Ashley's up there watching me. Sends me a text message like, oh my God, they just let you walk right on. I'm like, yeah. Standing there, and then she wants to be down there too, so we send the kids, you guys sit beside grandma now and just hang out here, and then she comes right down. So now me and my partner in crimes and adventures, for no crimes ever actually, but a lot of adventures, we're now fucking right at the sound booth for BTO, and like, holy fuck, they come on, and it didn't have the religious experience effect that they did the first time, but I knew what to expect, to be honest. And it was a lot of that. They did come out and they played about 5 or 6 BTO songs, and it was fucking really good. You're rocking out. Some dude and his old lady come up behind me. This guy's probably like mid-50s or something like that. The two of us are just absolutely fucking rocking out and singing every word, just loving it. And then after about 7 songs or so in, they get into the Guess Who songs. They do These Eyes, Laughing, Undone, No Sugar Tonight. I think there's another one thrown in there, right? And I'm just like, oh my God, loving it. Once again, still singing every word. So is the dude beside me. It's great. And then they get into, do you guys know that song? They go back to a few BTO songs. You know that song, She's So High by Tal Bachman? It was real big about when we would have been about high school years for us, maybe early 20s and around there. 26 years ago, he says, as he introduced it, actually. But anyways, Tal Bachman is Randy's son, and which I didn't know why. Well, I knew he was his son, but I didn't know what Tal was doing with his life until the first time I saw him. And they come out and they play that song. She's so high above me, she's so lovely. And it was like, wow, that was one of the huge mind-blowing moments there, right? They come out, they play that song. So now my old lady's extra happy. My kid's happy because she actually knows that fucking song, right? So my daughter and her sister just like, here's the song that I know finally. It was just, it was great times, and they get back into more BTO songs. They close out with Roll On Down the Highway, which is my favorite BTO song. And I'm just like, fuck yeah. Like, yeah. They come back for the encore, and they start off with Hey You and do most of that song. And then they go into a medley of songs that have like All Right Now by Free, Keep On Rocking Me Baby by Steve Miller, Honky Tonk Woman by the Stones, Bang a Gong by T-Rex, Satisfaction by the Stones, Old Time Rock and Roll by Bob Seger, and I feel like there's another one in there. And then after they finish those off, they do kind of the first verse and then the chorus off of each of those songs, and then they go back into Hey You and finish that off. And then what are they going to send it off with? Close it off with Taking Care of Business, of course. And it was just like such an unreal night. One of my favorite things in life, to do with going with concerts is I like bringing people to their first, being the one that brings them to their first show. There's not everyone seems to like concerts. Not everyone's fanatical about them like I am, and that's fair enough to each their own. But it's always a good time, it seems. And to be the one that brings them to the first and see the magic on their eyes, because a lot of times it's the same thing. The first band will come on, and there's that. I'm happy, but I don't really put it together. Like, it's loud, and I knew it would be loud. They are on stage, I wasn't necessarily really sure what to expect, right? And then the second band comes on, and then especially if they're starting to play songs that they know as well, right? It's just such a good time. And both my mother-in-law and father-in-law, it was their first shows for both of them, and then as well as the uncle and his old lady too. So we had 4 people going to their first show. 40% of us that were their first show. So that's fucking huge. Good times. Abigail, 11 years old, her 26th show. Pretty impressive, eh? And like I said, we've got at least one more planned for My goal for this year is I want to see at least a concert a month kind of thing. And we'll end up seeing a little bit more than that just because how things will work out in the summer. I really want to come to Toronto. I don't think Toronto is doable, but I'm holding out hope that I can maybe just we can do a last minute call in sick for a couple days or something like that and make the trip over. Just we're booked up for the taking the weekend before off, take the kid back to school in Hinton. So it's we can only have so much time off, so many weeks in a row kind of thing. But fuck me, I want to go to Toronto. That'd be the biggest, that'd be the baddest right there. Fucking hell yeah, Jay. Wow, Jeff, that would be a hella good one, dude. That's true as well, Big Word. Abigail has, we're going to finish her wall here pretty soon. So, do I have my wallet? No, I don't. Okay, so here's something that I just learned at this show. Tickets nowadays are digital. They're on your phone, which I fucking love because you cannot lose it before the show, right? Unless you lose your phone, right? But even then, if you can get a different phone and sign into your email, you can still have access to them on that phone. And it's nice. But the bad thing about that is ticket stubs are not a fucking thing anymore. Ticket stubs is it's just one of the coolest keepsake mementos of shows. I used to keep all of them. And then when we started seeing all these shows, now that I'm in the new family with Ashley and Abigail and all that going on, they're just all digital. But if you go to the box office and you give them basically your ID was all I had to give it to them to prove who I was, they will print you out tickets and give them to you for your seats that you've ordered. And then my way I understand it is your phone tickets cannot be scanned after that because you just got a paper ticket. So it's like one or the other kind of thing is how I understand it. I could be wrong. If I am wrong and anyone knows me to be, please correct me so I understand it better. But that's badass. So we all got BTO concert stubs now. They're ticket stubs, which is fucking, and you could bet your ass I'll be going in and trying to do that when I said we're going to go see Machine Head next month. Hoping that Ashley and I will go see Cypress Hill. That maybe it's questionable. Depends on if she gets time off now. But if she does, we'll definitely go see Cypress Hill in Calgary, which will be a lot of fun. Once again, if there's anybody in and around Calgary, come fuck it. Cypress Hill would be the ultimate show to go to meet up with and hang out with boofers because there's going to be some weed smoking going on, and you know it. The Grey Eagle where they're playing is one of the few venues I'm aware of that still lets you outside to smoke. But if Cypress Hill's playing inside, do you think there's not going to be fucking a million joints flying around the place? I guarantee there will be. So there'll be that as well. I just tell you, May 2nd, Cypress Hill, Calgary. Or May 10th, Machine Head, Kelowna. Well, yeah, good times. Cheers, Hooli. I hope you're doing well, brother. Yeah, fucking it'd be a good one, Hooli. It'd be a good one. With this one, I think I'm gonna get out of here. I do got to go pick up my old lady from work. Once again, she does not deserve to walk if I've been sitting here hanging out with all you guys, just getting high. Not too fair to her. So I'm gonna bounce out of here, and I hope everyone has a great night. We'll be back with you Sunday morning as per usual. Oh, Guarnoob, that would be wicked. They're definitely on my bucket list. Fluff is going to go see one hell of a tour. It's Static X, Guar, and Dope. And to me, I saw the same tour but instead of Guar, it was Seven Dust, and it was phenomenal. But honestly, you put Guar in there, and that'd be freaking insane. I would love to go see that. They're definitely, I'm sure it's not quite the same without Dave Brocky or his youngest in there, but it would still be good. It would still be so good, man. Hell yeah, Fluff. I hope you have a great time with that one. Well, I shouldn't even say I hope. I know unless something catastrophic goes wrong, which, positive thoughts. Let's not do that. Yeah, I see. Small venue. That's when I saw them, they were at like a 1,300 capacity venue, I think it is, which surprised me. I thought that they would be able to fill more seats than that. And apparently I was wrong, but I also found out that venue is one of my favorites. I would say within BC, I don't know if it's probably one of my top 3 favorite venues, I think. Top 3 or 4 at least. And I've been to probably at least a dozen different venues for shows. So it's, I've got, I got a bit of experience on that matter. Weaponized walkers. Yeah, it's fucking awesome. Maybe they actually are robots in there by all now. Who knows, right? Who knows? Man, the small places are great. Fuck yeah, dude. I totally understandable. The sound is good. The seats are great no matter where you are. Like, I get it 100%. If anxiety and people like social anxiety is a thing, they might be a little bit easier on you that way too, knowing that there's only a few hundred or maybe 1,000 people at one of those shows. Whereas you go to a stadium show and you're probably looking at 50 to 60,000 people. Maybe that's a crazy thought. It may be hard to deal with. I personally, I don't know if I necessarily have a favorite. I kind of like it all. It's all different, but I would prefer either a small theater venue or a stadium over a hockey arena, I think. Not that there's anything wrong with hockey arenas, but I would prefer the intimacy or just a big, let's blow it up fucking size and go nuts on it, I think is what would be. Sorry about that. Didn't want to cough in your ears. Yeah, stadiums or theaters, I think would be, and they might be on about an equal level there. But now we've been doing it again. The sexiest goodbye in the biz, as we used to call it back in the day. But for real this time, guys, I'm gonna get out of here because otherwise I'm gonna be late for picking up the missus, and she'll fuck me up. I'm terrified. I tried to just hit end stream and then it fucks up on